There's something no one tells you about aging. It's not just the wrinkles, not just the slower steps. It's the invisible weight your body starts to carry, the buildup of years, in your joints, in your bloodstream, in the quiet places where inflammation hides. After 60, your body doesn't clean itself as quickly as it used to. The liver slows down, the kidneys need more care, and your immune system, the quiet protector, can become confused, fighting when it shouldn't, resting when it shouldn't. This is why many older adults feel tired even after sleeping, why their hands swell, why small aches become chronic, why a simple cold can turn into weeks of discomfort. But what if part of the solution was growing in your garden? What if nature has already prepared gentle answers in the form of humble vegetables, leafy, crunchy, earthy, and rich with healing power? In today's video, we'll explore 4 powerful vegetables that support your body's natural detox process and help calm the silent fire of inflammation. Not with pills, not with expensive treatments, but with real food, grown from the earth, made for the human body. So if you've ever wondered why you feel heavy even when you're not sick, or why your body feels older than your spirit, this video is for you. Let's begin the journey toward clearer blood, calmer joints, and a body that finally feels lighter. James was 72 when he first noticed something was wrong. He wasn't sick, not in the way doctors define it, but his body felt heavy every morning. His hands would swell just from pouring tea. His knees ached even though he hadn't fallen. And worst of all, his mind felt foggy. Not lost, just slowed down, like trying to walk through water. His doctor ran tests. Everything came back normal. So they gave him the usual: painkillers, anti-inflammatories, and advice to rest more. But James wasn't looking for a nap. He was looking for clarity. He wanted to feel alive again. Then one afternoon, his granddaughter, a quiet, thoughtful girl in her 20s, came over with a basket of fresh vegetables from the farmer's market. She smiled and said, "Grandpa, what if we cooked something together today? Just plants, nothing else." He chuckled but agreed. They made a simple soup: beetroot, broccoli, celery, spinach. Nothing fancy, just food. What surprised James wasn't the flavor, but how he felt the next morning. Lighter, warmer. His fingers didn't ache, his stomach felt calm, and for the first time in months, he didn't need his morning nap. Intrigued, he kept going. Each day, he added one of these vegetables to his meals, some days in soups, some days roasted or blended in smoothies. 3 weeks passed, the swelling in his hands reduced, his digestion improved, and he began walking every morning, not because he had to, but because he wanted to. James didn't change his life overnight, but by honoring the wisdom of simple food, he gave his body a chance to breathe again. And maybe, so can you. Let's begin with the first vegetable that made a difference for him and for thousands of older adults just like him. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, dandelion leaves. These aren't just greens on a plate, they're some of the most powerful allies for an aging body. As we grow older, our liver becomes more sensitive. It has worked tirelessly for decades, filtering out toxins, breaking down medications, and managing the silent stress of modern living. But like any filter, it needs support. Dark leafy greens offer that support in the gentlest way. They're rich in chlorophyll, the pigment that gives plants their deep green color. But chlorophyll is more than color. It binds to heavy metals and toxins in the blood, helping carry them out through the liver and kidneys. It's like giving your blood a soft rinse without harsh chemicals or sudden reactions. These greens are also loaded with vitamin K, which strengthens bones and supports proper blood clotting, a crucial benefit for older adults. And their high antioxidant content, especially flavonoids and carotenoids, acts as a calming balm on inflamed tissues. That morning swelling in your fingers, the deep ache in your joints, the heavy feeling in your legs after a short walk, these can all be signs of chronic low-grade inflammation. And leafy greens help turn the volume down. You don't need to eat a mountain of salad. Even adding a handful of spinach to your breakfast eggs or blending kale into a simple soup can begin to shift how your body feels. But the key is consistency. Not once a month when you remember, but little by little, day after day. Because when your blood is cleaner, your energy is clearer. When your inflammation quiets down, your mind has room to breathe. And that's when you realize you're not just eating to live longer, you're eating to live better. There's something almost magical about beetroot. Its deep red color feels alive, almost as if it were already flowing through your veins. And in many ways, it is. Beets are rich in nitrates, natural compounds that the body converts into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and widens blood vessels. For older adults, this means better circulation, lower blood pressure, and more oxygen delivered to the brain, heart, and muscles. But the gifts of beetroot go even deeper. Inside this humble root lies betalains, powerful antioxidants that help reduce inflammation at the cellular level. If you've ever felt stiff in the morning or noticed brain fog that lingers for hours, chronic inflammation may be whispering in the background. Beetroot listens and gently soothes. It also supports the liver's detox pathways, especially in breaking down waste and helping the blood stay clean and oxygen-rich. In some traditional cultures, beet juice is considered a blood tonic, not because of myth, but because it stimulates the production of red blood cells and supports better iron absorption. Two things that often decline with age, especially in women after menopause and men with dietary gaps. But perhaps the most beautiful part? Beetroot doesn't shout, it works quietly over time. Roasted, steamed, or blended into a warm soup, it carries with it a sweet earthiness, a reminder that healing doesn't have to be bitter. Some seniors say that after a few weeks of including beets in their meals, they feel less dizzy when standing up, have warmer hands and feet, and feel sharper in the afternoon. It's not magic, it's just nourishment in its most vibrant, living form. So if your circulation feels sluggish or your thoughts aren't moving as clearly as before, this root may offer you more than just color on a plate. It may help you feel truly awake again. Next, let's turn to a vegetable that may already be sitting in your fridge, one that holds surprising power against inflammation. If beetroot nourishes your blood, broccoli protects every cell it touches. It may look like a simple green tree on your plate, but inside those tight little florets is one of the most powerful healing compounds found in food: sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is a natural plant chemical that switches on the body's detox genes, tiny repair workers in your cells that help clean up damage caused by pollution, stress, aging, and inflammation. For older adults, this is especially important, because as we age, our cells become less efficient at defending themselves. They hold on to damage longer. Inflammation sticks around like an unwelcome guest. But when you eat broccoli regularly, you help your body fight back, gently, naturally, and from the inside out. Research shows sulforaphane may reduce the risk of age-related diseases like heart conditions, memory decline, and even certain cancers. It helps calm overactive immune responses, the kind that quietly wear down your joints, arteries, and even your brain. Broccoli is also rich in fiber, which feeds the good bacteria in your gut. And when your gut is healthy, inflammation throughout the body goes down, not just in your belly, but in your bones, skin, and even your mood. Some older adults say that eating broccoli a few times a week has helped them feel lighter, more regular, and less bloated, especially after years of digestive discomfort. You don't need to force it. Steam it lightly with olive oil. Roast it until the edges crisp. Add a squeeze of lemon. Make it something you look forward to, not just something good for you. Because healing isn't just about what you eat, it's about how you welcome that food into your life. And broccoli, humble as it may seem, has a quiet strength that your body remembers and thanks you for. Celery is often seen as nothing more than a crunchy snack, something to dip or stir into soup. But for those over 60, this quiet vegetable holds a secret. It's one of nature's most calming plants. Inside every stalk of celery is a group of compounds called phthalides. These help relax the blood vessels, lowering blood pressure gently, without medication, just through nourishment. Celery is also rich in polyphenols, antioxidants that soothe inflammation, especially in areas that tend to ache most in older age: the joints, the lower back, the knees. If you've ever woken up stiff or struggled with swelling in your ankles or hands, celery might be a simple gift worth rediscovering. It's also known to aid digestion. For many seniors, slow digestion leads to gas, bloating, and a heavy feeling that lingers all day. But celery, with its natural fiber and water content, helps move things along, gently, without strain. But perhaps the most surprising gift of celery is sleep. This green stalk contains magnesium and calming compounds that support better nervous system function. For older adults who lie awake at night or wake up too early with racing thoughts, celery in the evening, perhaps in a warm soup or even as fresh juice, can become part of a bedtime ritual that signals the body to rest. Some elderly people who drink celery juice before dinner report sleeping more deeply and waking up with clearer minds. It's not about celery curing everything. It's about giving your body one more gentle tool to calm the chaos within. Because aging doesn't mean losing control. It means learning to listen. And celery speaks quietly but powerfully to the parts of us that long to feel safe, soothed, and steady again. Now let's bring it all together and talk about how to use these 4 vegetables in your real life without overwhelm or confusion. So here we are: spinach, beetroot, broccoli, celery, 4 simple vegetables. No pills, no magic powders, just quiet gifts from the earth. You don't need to change your whole diet overnight. You don't need to be perfect or strict or eat salads every day. You just need to begin with care. Start by adding a handful of spinach to your breakfast. Roast some beets with olive oil and garlic. Steam broccoli as a side with dinner. Sip a warm celery soup before bed. These are small things, but small things done with love every day can shift the way your body feels and how your spirit moves inside it. Because the truth is, aging is not the enemy. It's the opportunity to return to simplicity, to listen more, to nourish yourself with intention, to wake up each morning and say, I choose to care for this body. It's carried me this far. And when you do, your blood becomes cleaner. Your joints begin to sigh with relief. Your sleep deepens, and your thoughts start to feel like yours again. You're not too old to feel better. You're not too late to begin. Your body is always listening, and it remembers how to heal. So if this video spoke to you, leave a comment below. Tell us, which of these vegetables will you try this week? Or share your own gentle healing story. You never know who your words might comfort. And don't forget to subscribe to Golden Pathways, where each video is made with care for those who still believe in the quiet strength of life well lived. Thank you for watching, and thank you for choosing yourself, one meal, one breath, one day at a time.